Now, I'm going to give you a sort of quick explanation of what I've been doing for the last period of time to get this. So basically, it's not that complicated. Since I was a kid, or since I hit puberty, I've always had a big appetite. So I always ate a lot, right? And with that, I loved to train a lot. Started in a young age, quit football, and then started weightlifting more. Right before I left, football, I did a lot of training and got myself some injuries, and it was like off balance with the training and football, and therefore quit football, did more weights. And yeah, it's literally that simple, that I eat a lot, but then I also train a lot. And luckily I eat not more of the healthy food, because I also eat unhealthy food, but I eat more healthy food than unhealthy food. Sometimes I eat unhealthy because I feel like I deserve it, and sometimes you have to have a cheat meal. But sometimes, but not sometimes, but more often, I eat healthy food. Boom. But yeah, I'm sort of trying to carb up a little bit, so pasta today. Pasta bolognese, if you want to call it right like that. Sorry for the noise. So it's really just that, how. Give me 2 seconds. Yep. How I look right now throughout the eating a lot, training a lot, is very much caused by genetics. A big amount of how you look and how you are metabolically comes from your DNA or genetics or whatever you want to call it, but it isn't something that you can sort of change. You can definitely change it, some things, but you can't change how this biceps looks, or how I'm like this. I can put on mass, but I will look like sort of the same. You get what I'm saying, but it's a lot of people try to overcomplicate things. That's fine. And some people, don't necessarily overcomplicate it. They give good advice, but I'm just trying to be honest of how I've been doing. Just eating a lot of healthy foods. That's in the end total a lot of proteins and calories, because you can still hit a lot of calories on healthy foods. That's totally possible. So, and sometimes I have things like pasta and stuff, and that's not necessarily a uncommon food. So it's not that unhealthy. But you get what I'm saying. I literally just eating a shit ton of food, training a shit ton, 5 times a week, or 6 times a week, and my work also consumes a lot of calories because I'm an aircraft worker. I lift a lot of bags and such, and do a lot of moving on my job, so I use a lot of energy on that as well. And just try to, I wasn't too active today, and except for my training, of course, but Right after I just relaxed. Now I'm going to go with my friends and go to volleyball, do volleyball or football or whatever. But it's just that, trying to live your life a certain way, comfortable. Sometimes it's not, because you're trying to hit the goal. And I'm very lucky genetically when it comes to physique and such. I'm very lucky because not all people do have that opportunity to be in this physique at such a young age. And you look at other people at 20 on social media and you think, oh my god, they're so huge and stuff. That's a very small percentage of the population. So relax, okay? Do your own thing and don't compare yourself in that way. It's that simple, right? And as I mentioned, I started in a very young age doing training and being more aware of my diet, and because of that, being a bit more familiar, or I have a bit more knowledge about my body and what it sort of reacts to when it comes to food and training. I'm not that smart when it comes to that stuff. I'm just not, but I do know something, and that helps, So it's just so simple for me. A shit ton of discipline with a shit ton of food. That's it, really. That's my key. I make sure I always train, and if I eat a lot of food, I make sure that I burn it off. Well, not necessarily burning it off, because that's very difficult to burn off with exercise, the calories. But I try to use the energy I just got from all those calories, and and that's it. That's my plan, and that's maybe the plan I'm still going to go for. Going to edit and twist it a bit, from time to time, and not going to have the same thing always, but it's very much like that. So if you were wondering, that's how it is. And yeah, it's expensive when you eat a lot of food, but it's what you choose to use your money on. A lot of my friends say I use a lot of money on food, but they use a lot of money on alcohol, right? So whatever. Right now I'm just going to tell you the food I ate. A couple of fruits, bananas, berries, a whole packet of cottage cheese, a sort of like mackerel canned thing. I will eat this tuna as well. When I make this, which is spaghetti bolognese with 400 grams of beef, I won't eat all the pasta today. I will save it up for tomorrow. I'm not sure I will eat all of this today, we'll see, but definitely gonna try to hit my protein goal. So that's, maybe I'll just do a little less pasta or spaghetti and just then save more tomorrow. Who knows? And hope you had a good day. Hope you will have a good day. I wish you the best. Have a laugh, have a smile, and be kind. At least have a good conscience that you're a nice person. And I will see you tomorrow. Take care and goodbye.